Hey everyone, this is Oz Tool Talk. I'm Dwayne, this is Mike.
G'day guys.
What are we talking about today, Mike?
Today we're going through framing guns, gas guns in particular, which, Dwayne, tell us about the Dewalt's a little different.
Yep, Dewalt's not a gas gun, 18 volt, same batteries as the rest of the line uses.
Just released.
No gas, and yeah, absolutely groundbreaking. This is the first one ever made.
Yep.
And yeah, interesting to see how the industry picks it up. So the Dewalt with a battery ends up being 4.5 kilos. That is the main detractor from the Dewalt.
Yep.
Quite heavy in your hand. What's the Paslode?
Paslode we've got coming in, I think it was at 3.2 kilo, and we've got the Makita comes in at 3.6.
Yep. So significantly heavier than the other two.
Yep.
And you do feel that as you're using it, but this thing is going to save you money.
Yep. And the killer will be for you guys out there using it. Yes, it'll save money, you're right. The speed is almost identical to these guys. So that's the first thing that I thought.
Yep.
First thing you guys might think is, it's going to be too slow. It's not too slow. It's a cracker.
No, it's fine. And the power is just as good too.
Yep.
We were putting all three of these through into double LVLs.
Yep.
And they all formed well.
Yep. So
no dramas there. So this is a brushless tool. They reckon you can get about 600 nails per battery charge.
Yep.
Now the battery's going to take about 90 minutes for a 4 amp hour.
Yep.
So it's possible that you can put the nails in faster than you can charge your batteries.
If you hook them.
You'd have to be going pretty crazy.
Yep.
Very easy to adjust. Got the depth gauge here for power.
Yep.
And you've got a tool-free stall release here.
Yep. With your depth adjuster, that's fairly big, that one. You've got to be carting around Allen keys. I know they're hidden in amongst the tool, but these guys for nail unjamming and for the depth adjusters, they're a bit of a pain in the bum, to be honest. You don't often do it. On the job, you don't often do it. But if you've got it as a feature, I think these guys have shown how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got your clips coming down the side here as opposed to a standard gassy where they're in line with the rest of the tool.
Yep.
So it does make it a little bit wider.
Yep. Which, interesting, when you've kicked it off to the side there, it's ordinarily because you've got a longer clip. This still only holds 1 3/4 clips, which I think is madness.
Yep.
Out of gas guns and now cordless framing gun, the only one on the Australian market that will actually hold 2 full clips plus some is the Hilti. So
Yep.
I think Hilti have got it right in that aspect, because that is insanely frustrating on the job site.
Yep. Other things to note, the hooks for your belt or your rafter, the Dewalt's really easy to switch around as you need it.
The Paslode is also easy, not quite as easy, but look, it's a 2-second job. Flick it up, change it across, left or right-handed, left or right-handed. Makita, I don't want to sound like I'm belting them up because I have been known to, but this doesn't change. It's for a right-hander, so if as a left-hander, I'm working away and I want to quickly put it into my belt, I'm going to twist the gun backwards and put it on and then pick it up backwards to bring it back around. It's a small thing, but I don't know, for the sake of slight different moulding, I think it's silly. These guys could do it, these guys could do it. It'd be nice if that was different.
Absolutely. So in terms of cost, these guns around the $600 mark?
Around the 600, Paslode, Makita, yeah, it really depends on where you go.
Sure. Yep. I think the Dewalt gun skin is probably around the same mark.
Yep.
But buy it with 2 batteries and charge it, you're up sort of $850 or a little bit more.
Yeah. As we spoke about though, with the savings of no gas, that actually pays itself off fairly quickly. It's surprising when you look at the true numbers. Yes. That pays itself off quite quick.
It does. So we reckon you might save about $8 to $13 per 1,000 nails.
Yep.
Which is sort of the value of your cartridge, depending on how you're buying them.
Yeah, it does depend how you buy it. Dewalt have in their pamphlet $2,500 a year-ish. We reckon it's about the $1,800 mark. Yep. Which is a fair saving, I think, for your average Joe.
That's for a chippy who's putting 600 nails a day down.
600 plus. Yeah.
So if you're using it a lot less than that, then your savings are going to come down.
Yep. Still,
you can pay one of these off in a year if you're using it all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, would you use it all the time? If you're a chippy, I'm not convinced that you're going to be happy with the weight of this tool above your head at arm's length all day. Yep. You'd have to be pretty damn strong. To be happy with that, that extra sort of, what is it, 1.2
kilo
over the Paslode does make a difference.
Yeah.
Not as big deal, obviously, if you can have it in two hands or if you're facing it down.
But reality is with chippies or framers,
Yep.
that's not going to happen because you're often above your head.
Yep.
You're standing walls, you're locking off walls. So
right.
anyone who's used the really old Senko SN70 airframer, this will be no dramas for you. You'll probably be able to pick up two of these, but we're not quite there. We're not that old yet.
Yep.
We haven't used those. Across the board, guys, like they all punch really hard. When we laminated the LVLs, we had the odd nail that sat up, but in general, absolutely brilliant.
Yep.
Like they were all punched really hard. We did go through some decibel tests, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which were really odd. We retested and retested. They all come up at about the 99 decibel. Now, yes, my decibel reader goes above the 100 decibel, or above the 99. These sounded considerably louder. They actually borderline hurt your ears.
Yeah.
It must be the pitch.
Yeah.
We are in a shed, we're not outside, but the Dewalt is considerably quieter.
Yeah, it is.
It is a lot quieter.
Yeah.
For some reason, the numbers came up and said something different.
It's also about an inch shorter in terms of getting in between your
450 centres in between your studs.
Yep. So that's a little bonus.
Yeah. With your recoil, your gas, we've had a fair play around. The recoil is nowhere near as big on your Makita or your Paslode as it is the Dewalt. So you do feel it a little bit with the Dewalt, and adding that weight,
it's just
plus a bit more recoil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, both being relatively inexperienced with tools. Maybe that's just part of our action, the way we work. Yeah.
Yep. If you are already on the Dewalt platform, this seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But
if you're already set up with that, you'd buy that as a skin.
Yeah.
For sure, because it is a great thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a plumber.
Or if you wanted to get onto the Dewalt platform, then you charge them your two batteries with your nailer.
Yes.
And then you're set. You can just buy your drills or whatever.
Play the game, skin up cleverly.
Yep.
Yep. If we're looking at these three, the Hilti is well and truly worth a look. Haven't used it myself, around the 835, so it is up there price wise. These guys have, I think, a 3-year warranty on it, so you're covered for the 3 years without a drama.
Yeah.
The Hilti has a lifetime warranty on it, so it's a great gun. Like I said before, it does have the longer clip, around the 835.
Another little bonus of the 18 volt gun is that they reckon it's maintenance free.
Yep.
Whereas you do need to service your gas guns.
Yeah, a bit of a funny one.
How often and how much? Whatever
you say, most people aren't going to do the servicing, but you're talking 130 to 150, 160 for a service kit to be put through a Paslode or Makita. Look, you probably should get it done once a year at least, but some guys punch through a lot of nails in these, so it's very hard to tell.
Yep.
But you're going to have to launch at around the $150 mark to put a service kit through these.
Sure.
They are a little bit finicky tools, so I'd almost lean towards something like this because, as you know, cordless drill you can sort of drop, skid along the ground, have it in a little bit of rain.
Yep.
Doesn't necessarily kill the thing. These things don't really like that sort of thing. They've got electronic devices inside them that you've got to treat them with a little bit of kid gloves. Otherwise, you're going to have dramas.
Yep.
And people will come back screaming with the tool.
Yep.
Because their $650 gun
Yep.
is not working and they want a replacement.
Yep. Gas is also probably a little bit more finicky.
With the cold?
Doesn't like the cold.
Yep.
So the cold, frosty early mornings.
Yep.
Sometimes
Whereas your battery gun, 99% of the time, it's just going to fire straight up.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes it's a bit of a furphy, but I mean, if you're out there on a freezing cold morning in the middle of winter and you just need to quickly get a job done or get it started, that can become an issue. It could be another frustration, so it's something to think of between the two.
Interestingly, when we had the three of these lying around and we just needed to put a nail in, we sort of naturally just went and grabbed the Dewalt because you can see the battery on it, you know that it's going to work.
Yeah, it was a quick, easy pickup.
Yeah.
Whereas when we had these two, was check, make sure we got gas, battery is clicked in. That thing stands on its own.
Yeah.
It's standing. It sounds ridiculous, but it was. So when we built a stud wall, put noggins in, laminated the LVLs, you're right. That was the one we just naturally went to. So convenience. That does take the cake, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else to say about these guns? I'm personally, if I had the choice between the Paslode and the Makita, the weight and the balance of the Paslode wins out for me.
Yep.
Maybe it costs a bit more. Sometimes the Makita sales tend to be a bit better.
Yep. It does depend. So many people go Paslode, just because that's what everybody has, and you're sort of brought up with that idea. So Paslode definitely the main gun that is sold. These guys have brought their price down a fair bit. The Makita, Don't forget, there's also a brilliant gun with the Max gun, and there is a Senko gas gun out on the market as well. So you just need to hunt around a little bit. But these are the three that we chose to run through. All cracking guns, guys. Don't get us wrong. Look, we're picking little bits and pieces and faults. All these guns did a brilliant job. So I would probably pick the Paslode. Just familiarity, I think.
And the weight. It's the lightest and it feels the best in the hand.
Yeah.
Which brings up another point. The handles. The Makita and the Paslode have very typical handles for a framing nailer, but the Dewalt actually has your typical drill pistol style grip. As with all their other cordless tools.
Which I don't like.
We disagree on this. I feel like if you had the bigger grip and the extra weight of this, it would be really hard. But I feel like the grip helps you to deal with that weight. But each to their own.
Each to their own. We also don't use them all day, every day. So I think you'd soon find out. I just found with the grip, it actually sat better in the hand. I really liked it. Ease of putting nails in, not a massive issue. But yeah.
So we like them all. And if you want to ask any questions, please comment. We want to hear what you want to say.
Yeah, throw some comments there for sure. This one, just to wrap up though, sorry to butt in, this one is a great tool, guys. This just come out of the market. Don't discount it. Go along to your store, see if they can give you a little bit of a test, just to feel how it shoots. Fantastic. Also, not to forget, the DeWalt was provided to us from Berwick Builders. John and Barry were kind enough to give this to us for a couple of days and have a bit of a play. And Hardy's Mighty 10 Mega loaned us the other two. These are not our own guns. We've certainly used gas framers and framers before, but we wanted to grab some newbies and show you through it. So thank you very much to you guys who loaned it to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And just so you know, this is the DCN690. Is the model number of the brushless Dewalt gun. You got models on these?
Don't know off the top of my head. That's how good I'm going. We have got the B20543, and this one's a GN900 for that one there.
No worries. So please subscribe and check out our new videos as they come out. If you want to catch us on Twitter or Tumblr or Facebook, we're there as well. Just tell us what you think.
Jump on, throw some comments, guys. We want to know what you want to hear about.
And tune in next time. We'll see you then.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.